Okay, time to continue Vanguard quests. I want to blast through these faction missions. I'm dragging Starfield out. Mini poses with a toilet. Here we go. What was I doing? In memorandum, huh? Oh wait. Yes, I was going to help Sarah do her little guilt trip side quest. She coming?
Captain, over here.
What?
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there.
Tell me.
My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone.
What?
Of a man named Francois Sanon.
What?
One-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War. Former head of the UC Navy. They called him Vae Victus. Woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin. A title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come. A non-trivial amount of gene editing. Clone, honestly, isn't even really the right term for our relationship, thanks to the amount of donor material that was required to bring me into this world. He and I are different on more than a few levels, but there's no denying the fact we're inextricably linked.
Okay, this is an interesting turn.
I'm the last. A few of my siblings, they passed when we were young. Training accidents and the like. But most of the rest were deployed to the front lines during the Colony War.
Clone Wars.
And they never came back. Not a day goes by where I don't think about what the world would look like with them still in it.
It would look like Star Wars. He must have been an impressive commander. Why would you want to clone him?
He would have happily told you he was one of the greats. Ultimately, though, it didn't matter. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death, on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned.
What did your father do to
He
get
had
executed?
his men open fire on civilian ships during the Battle of Cheyenne. A battle that he ultimately ended up losing anyway, devastating the UC fleet and bringing the colony war to an ugly end for the UC. But he's also the one who ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport during their outbreak, condemning countless lives. Both sides agreed the settled systems would be better without him.
Oh. Wow, I thought my family was messed up.
My areas of expertise are pretty specific, but messed up families are up there. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty
You
fast.
are unloading on me at the
Or
moment.
if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here.
Actually, I've got...
Come find me when you're done.
Okay, you can stand out here, because I'm doing a mission with Sarah. Whoa, we spoke until nighttime?
Ah, Captain.
Yes?
Congratulations on joining the ranks of the Vanguard.
Thank you. You know I'm a space pirate, right?
I'm quite busy, so if you'll excuse me, this isn't a good time to talk.
Okay. They're gonna force my hand to make me do the UC mission. Back to the lobby.
Here on Vanguard business?
No, I'm here to talk to this chick again. My timing was off.
Still no word from the cabinet. Anything you wanted to discuss?
I've just been up there, they're literally waiting for this.
Eye strain from the amount of reading I've got on the horizon if we succeed. The Terramorph project never went anywhere. It couldn't. They're deadly creatures, but they aren't xenoweapons. The cabinet not opening the archives is probably a bigger risk than them handing over the files. That data itself isn't dangerous, which probably wouldn't be a bad point for us to bring up, should the opportunity arise. Well, thinking about it more, I suspect there'd be value in sharing the fact that the Terramorph project was, well, a failure. There's no need to be afraid of this data being weaponized. Knowing that should calm some of the cabinet's fears and make it easier for us to dispel any suspicions the other factions might have about our intentions. Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Fine. Alright. Let's get this shit started.
Ah, and that must make you the Captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for bringing us this information. You can imagine my surprise when I was informed you were also the agent involved in the debacle between SysDef and the Crimson Fleet.
Yes.
Still quite a mystery how that all went so wrong. In fact, some of Commander Ikande's few remaining compatriots even went so far as to suggest we were making a mistake granting you an audience.
Probably fair.
and that we should instead strap you in irons.
Now we're
Tell me,
talking.
why would they think something like that?
Sounds like they need to learn to better manage their oof.
I guess you would, given your previous activities. Lucky for you, then, the UC has other needs for you. Let's get to business. We have 2 petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
I'm just trying to figure out what we're facing. We can't make an informed decision without data.
That is something to consider. Though we also have to take into account the nature of the data you require.
Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, Terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask, how many deaths the Cabinet requires to act? 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt, the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties.
Hey, Lemonade. How you going?
Chief Essene has a point.
Welcome
Will
back.
a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this Terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
That
Wiped
is
out a
worth
whole
considering.
colony.
This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
The chance of what happened on Tau Ceti could happen elsewhere. We need to grant the request.
I'm uncomfortable opening the archives without gathering more information. However, if that's the path forward you prefer, then so be it.
I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
I suppose that does get to the heart of the point, doesn't it? Very well. I consent. The galaxy was lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to... What was that?
Attention. An incident has occurred.
Right.
Facility lockdown engaged.
Incident. Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport.
My ship.
Terramorphs.
Terramorphs. More attacks. just as predicted.
Good God.
Good God.
They're here, now.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak to Admiral Logan sooner rather than bring me anything useful.
There will be
Logan's
plenty of
office
time for
shouldn't be
conjecture
terribly far.
later.
Let's go.
Crashed. Okay. Let's go again. Got the same screen loading last time. Where is this actually going to load from? Okay, the start of this conversation.
Ah, and that must make... You can imagine my surprise when I... Still quite... In fact, some of... And that we should instead... Tell me. Why would they think so? Let's get to business. We have two petitioners here making a... Access to the UC... A request. Now, Captain, perhaps you could summarize... All knowledge related to the technologies banned by the UC and the Freestar Collective after the Colony War resides in the archives, including the aforementioned terramorph data you and Hadrian are after. I want to know...
That's quite the leap, Captain. Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that they've been happening to demand we seems at best.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking. I would also ask, because if tragedy...
Let's keep this civil. And while there should be no doubt, the preservation... Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single... I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain.
That is worth considering. But if there's another attack...
So then, Captain...
Yes, if the fear is the data being weaponized, the terramorph program failed. The data is not dangerous.
Agreed. We collect as much data as we can, then, when cooler heads prevail, we make an informed decision.
Yes, given what we've heard, I find myself in agreement, Captain.
No, the Captain is precisely right. We could hardly be expected to make a galaxy-affecting decision on such scant evidence.
Yes, a fair assessment, Chief Diplomat. So then, while the data you two have presented is compelling, I think we can safely say it's insufficient for the level of action you've requested. Perhaps once we've... What is that?
Attention.
Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport.
Oh no.
Terramorphs.
Terramorphs. More attacks.
Let's go.
Just as predicted.
Good God.
Damn it. They're here. Now.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. The nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. It's going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, man.
This isn't a good time to
Captain,
talk.
I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
If you don't mind, if you have any gear you want me to haul. Let's see what you've got.
Show me what you got.
Admiral Logan's office shouldn't be terribly far. Let's go.
What the fuck is going on?
Stop! We're trying to help you!
I can't stop!
That's it. Now hit him with everything you've got. What are you doing? EM fire, Captain.
Okay, I wasn't meant to do that. Ooh. Actually, no, that's back from the mission I did in the main story.
You! The EM rifle, grab it!
Stop! We're trying to help
That's
you!
it. Now hit him with everything you've got.
T,
for
thank
what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
The way those people were acting. I've seen this before. They were under the Terramorph's influence, weren't they?
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some Terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire. And keep that EM weapon at the ready. I honestly
to worry
was
about you
just
turning
wondering
on
the
me.
same thing. But no, you don't need to worry about me. I've had a Terramorph try it on me before. I'm not susceptible. So we'll just have to make sure to watch out for each other down there. Let's do it.
Nat's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
Gonna fight some Terramorphs.
No time to waste, Captain. Stash the EM and pull some firepower. Let's move!
Using the Orion. Okay.
An evacuation order has been issued for the Spaceport District. All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
Come on, backup! Don't just stand there! Good! Down, damn it!
Wait, officer? Are you and this woman experts? Take whatever we can get right now. We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad. We're barely holding our perimeter.
Am I getting
You
taken
said
over?
you've done this before. Well, got one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your 6.
Yeah.
You two have any experience with Terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here, but we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us. We're not afraid, but we'll stay here and hold the line if that's what you want. You're the experts. Roger that. We're on you.
Go. got alien parts that I'll need. What we got will boost me. "30 seconds. Make boost. Get back.
Target down. Nice work, Captain.
Is that all?
It's over.
There's another one.
Thank God. If these things reached the populated areas of the city, we would have had an absolute massacre on our hands.
Yes.
Never wished I'd been more wrong about a theory. Not in a million years. Another attack, just as we're making our request. It's insane. If this doesn't convince the cabinet to proceed with our request, I don't know what will.
Sure. Lucky we were here,
Almost
huh?
hard to believe. Suppose we were just in the right place at the right time.
If you don't mind,
Oh,
Admiral
yes.
Logan's office shouldn't be terribly far.
We've just been in the middle of something. Let's go.
Guess they weren't kidding about you two. Universe put the right people in the right place.
Hardly.
Certainly doesn't feel like it.
I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Just glad we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terramorphs have been dealt with.
Yes.
Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Let's go, ladies. Let's go do some reporting.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all-clear signal before exiting your homes. Madison.
Mast District. Back to the cabinet.
They said you're free to come and go.
Yeah, well.
That's a relief to hear. Thank you, gentlemen. Captain? Hadrian? It would appear that the cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today. As well as an apology. Your concerns about the Terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Of course. I only wish we could have acted sooner. Now, after today's events, the cabinet has decided to revisit its previous decision. We will be supporting your collection of the Terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed, first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball.
That's going to be me, isn't
Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now.
it? Like me.
The Cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative. The Cabinet wants progress, and wants it quickly. You're already far more familiar with the situation than any diplomat would be. There's also no diplomat alive that can claim they helped keep a cadre of terramorphs off the embassy doorsteps. The Cabinet was unanimous. They want you.
They want you.
We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data.
Am I not a citizen?
So, will you help us?
Yes, I'll help you.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. You're dismissed.
No worries.
Officer, I'll take my responsibility.
I'm gonna go check in with Chief Engineer Kulkarni. Start getting a plan together for that data.
We didn't get where we are by sitting on our laurels.
I'm far too busy to talk right now.
Uninhabitable a long time.
I'm quite busy, so if you'll excuse me,
We're going to get to the bottom of
my
what
apartment's
happened at the
latest floor.
spaceport.
Maybe another time.
Howdy.
I should be taking the succulents. Where is he going?
Okay, hello.
Okay, let's see if we can go talk to him. We'll do Sarah's little mission.
Excuse me?
Yes?
Need to get those reports entered before the end of the day.
Sarah Morgan. It's been what, almost 10 years?
Admiral, it's, good to see you again, sir.
You're not required to address me as sir. That protocol ended the moment you dropped your clusters on my desk, remember?
Look, Admiral, I'm not here to open old wounds.
Old wounds is an interesting turn of phrase, given our past. Listen to me, Commander. I'm not sure why you're here, but whatever it is, why don't you just get to it?
I'm here because I need your help, Admiral.
You need my help. That's interesting. The last time we spoke, you made it quite clear that you were turning your back on the Navy.
That was a decade ago. Things change. People change. Admiral, please. I didn't come here to argue. I'm here to come to terms with my past.
Your past is sitting in a closed file in the archives. That's where you left it when you walked out on the United Colonies. And what about you? Just who in the blazes are you anyway?
My boyfriend.
I haven't spoken to Sarah Morgan for almost 10 years, and out of the blue, both of you barge into my office. I want answers. You can start with telling me who the hell you are. Very well. Then, as a good friend, Perhaps you could kindly explain to me why I shouldn't have the both of you escorted from the building.
With all due respect, Admiral, this is ridiculous. If you have a problem with me, then there's no need to berate my colleague.
I don't have a problem with you, Commander. I'm simply trying to determine why you deserve the Navy's help. That's quite a noble gesture. Is this true, Commander?
So yes.
It's about Cassiopeia, Admiral. I'm heading back there to find out what happened to the crew of the Dauntless, and hopefully, to bring their legacy home.
That sounds like a dangerous operation. Are you certain it's worth the risk?
I don't know.
I see. The fact that you'd risk your own lives to solve this mystery speaks volumes.
They were my responsibility, Admiral. One way or another, I intend to bring them home.
I understand. And I believe I owe you an apology, Commander. Our last encounter has obviously distorted my impression of your character. What can I do to help?
If you wouldn't mind allowing me to access the files regarding my rescue, I'd be most grateful, Admiral.
That shouldn't be too difficult. I've sent all the relevant information to you, Slades. Was there anything else?
No, Admiral. Thank you.
You don't need to thank me, Commander. I just hope you find whatever it is you're looking for.
We should make sure we're well supplied.
He hadn't even finished. Yeah, we'll be fine. Let's go. He hadn't even finished his sentence, and he's transferred the data. But I spent half the time zipping around the galaxy just to get information from people. Is Sarah coming? Let's go. In fact, let's just fast travel to the ship. Let's go to Cassiopeia.
That was a pleasant change of scenery.
What is she doing? Alright, you chill? That'll do.
Let's put this world to Stay in orbit or jump. Your call.
We're going on your mission. Cassiopeia, let's go.
Jump complete. Normal propulsion restored.
Wrong place, wrong time. Shit. It's the bandit! Bandit!
Yeah, right. Scanning. Damn it! Turn up the drive! We're leaving. Sorry. Faster!
Please, please, don't kill me!
Well, I jumped anyway, what the fuck? Guess that's where we're going. For your survey mission, look for landmark, life signs, and hazard map icons using your scanner. These locations can be spread far and wide, so explore and use the scanner frequently to find them. Boost the scanner range by starting an outpost and building a scan booster. I guess I can do that.
Feels like walking into a dream.
How long has it
It's
been?
been nearly 20 years, but it feels like a lifetime. Strangely, this place looks exactly the same as I remember it. But that isn't possible, right? Just like a dream.
You got this.
Thank you. Right now, I feel like I need all the help that I can get. Phew. Okay, so let me get my bearings for a moment. Yes, this looks correct. Those rock formations nearby look familiar. My old campsite shouldn't be far. Knowing that is the only reason that I'm here. Once we get to the campsite, we'll use that as a starting point to search for the cruise shuttle wreckage. Let's go.
Okay.
Keep scanning. I'm sure there's something nearby. Some debris from my shuttle. Not exactly a textbook landing, but I didn't have much of a choice.
Reduces fuel needed for a grav jump. I've never had to worry about fuel for a grav jump. So what the shit? Have I got miscellaneous? Have I got a power cell? Oh, I got this shit. I thought I had power cells. Spare. Did I lose those? Okay.
Well, this is it. This is the spot where I spent close to a year waiting for rescue. Not exactly Paradiso, is it? I'm surprised you've never heard of the place.
Never been there.
It's a resort colony in the Parima system. You know, a place to get away and unwind. Maybe we should head out there after we're done.
Let's do that.
Goodness knows we'll both need a vacation.
Right.
Yeah? Well, inside I'm a shattered wreck. So, joke's on both of us, I suppose. Look at this thing. It's been sitting here rusting. I think we need to grab an emergency power cell to get the ship's computer up and running. Sure, if we're lucky. When I was stranded, I set up a distress beacon powered by emergency power cells. The beacon was up there on the plateau. I guess it's time to start climbing.
Okay. Let's go get a power cell. Three? Is there only two? Guess we go back down then. Good. Spraying. you son of a bitch. Let me reload. Fuck yeah. Fuck. Okay.
Setting up this beacon probably saved my life. Who knows how I'm stranded here.
This is cozy. Okay, crash telemetry calculations. Let's go.
We've located where the other shuttle went down. I can't believe our plan worked. Well, we're not there yet, but damn, it does feel good. The telemetry data puts the wreckage out of range to hike. We're going to have to head back to the ship and land on a different part of the planet.
Okay.
Let's get going.
I have things for you.
Yeah, more seeds, no doubt.
We have orbital insertion completed. Gearbox green, ready to land.
I never tire of visiting worlds like this.
Hello.
Alright, where are we going? Run through the rain.
Under more pleasant circumstances, I might have had more time to approve. animal, vegetable, or mineral. What's left of the cruise shuttle. But it looks like parts were scavenged and dragged somewhere else. Could there have been survivors?
They set up a camp.
I don't understand. How could someone be living at this crash site?
They survived, dumbass. Why aren't you understanding? Jesus.
Stop. I'll shoot if I have to. Just turn around and leave. I know how to use this thing, and I will.
Oh my god. Who are you?
I'm nobody. Just go away. I'm not going to let anyone take my stuff again. No way. Both of you, just go! Answers? About what? How do I know you're telling the truth?
Stop it right now. Put away that gun and talk to us. We want to know what happened here.
See? You're not nice at all. I knew it. You're a liar. That's all grown-ups do is lie.
What? Oh. Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Yeah, Sarah.
I was wrong to get so angry. We are here to help you. And we promise to tell the truth.
I don't know. You're kind of scaring me. Why should I listen to you? The crew? No one's been looking for that crew since before I was born. So tell me another lie. Go ahead.
You were born here? Hold on. Oh my god. Your parents, your mum and your dad, what were their names?
Jenna and Elias. Why?
Jenna and Elias. Private Jenna Marsh and Corporal Elias Obrist. You're their daughter. Listen to me. I knew your parents. They worked with me on the Dauntless. I'm Commander Sarah Morgan.
You're Sarah Morgan? Mom and Dad's captain? My parents used to talk about you all the time. It's like a dream to finally meet you.
Like, why
Yeah?
have we found you?
Well, I wish you wouldn't have taken so long. My parents are dead. My father died a long time ago. And my mother, she was killed by those monsters at the graveyard. It's just me here now, all by myself.
Let me ask you a question. Actually, I don't even know your name.
Oh, yeah. My name's Sona.
Sona. What a lovely name. Sona, you mentioned a graveyard. Is that where the crew is, you know?
Buried? Yeah. It's a bunch of stones with those necklaces like the ones my mom and dad had hanging on them.
Thank you, Sona. I'm going to talk to my friend here a minute, okay?
Okay, Sarah.
Phew. I don't even know where to begin.
Give yourself a moment to breathe.
Yeah. That's probably good advice. Oh, there's so much to process. But I don't have time to deal with it right now. If you want to help, then find that graveyard and bring me those necklaces Sona mentioned. I'm hoping they're my crew's gene tags. Oh, I'll be fine. It's you I'm worried about. Sona's monsters are undoubtedly hostile life forms that have claimed the graveyard as their territory.
Okay. I guess I'll go collect the tags while you hang out here. Permanently use 15 less O2. Yes. Thank you for the comic. The magazine.
Yeah? Bunch of jerks. They pretended to be nice, but they were really mean. They made all these promises. They said they'd take me with them if I helped them load all of my stuff onto their ship.
And then they took it.
When I went to get the last bit of stuff that I had hid, they already took off and flew away. I think I cried for a whole day. I don't know. There was one lady and two guys. The lady was the one pretending to be nice to me. They were wearing spacesuits and had all kinds of guns. One of them had a big scar on his face. They looked pretty scary. I think I heard one of them say they were from the fleet or something like that.
Great.
Sounded weird to me.
I'll kill him.
Yeah, sure. Grown-ups always say that they're sorry right after something bad happens. But it's just words. It never really helps. When I get older, if I ever see those jerks again, I'm gonna make them give me all my stuff back.
How have you survived all alone?
Mom was a doctor on her ship, so she taught me how to gather food and medicine from the plants. She also taught me how to shoot this gun, in case bad people or monsters tried to get me. Didn't help me save her, though.
How did you learn to speak so well?
Mom had slates with learning stuff on them. She used them to teach me how to read and do science. Oh, and math, too. Ugh. I think we looked at that stuff every day. She called it school time. I miss that. I miss her, too. Sure. I guess it's okay.
What happened to your father?
Mom told me Dad got hurt when their ship crashed on this planet. He was always lying down and sleeping a lot. But I don't know what made him so sick. I was really little when he died, so I don't remember a lot about him.
What happened to your mother?
Well, every day my mom would go up to the graveyard to visit Dad. Sometimes she'd let me go, sometimes I'd stay here. There was this one day where I couldn't go, and she never came back. I was really scared. I finally went up there and found her, but she was hurt really bad. I couldn't even bring her home. At least I was able to hug her before she died.
That's rough, kid.
If you want. Just keep away from me. I don't trust you.
Just confided in me.
Well. Look who decided to rejoin the world.
Alright. I'm gonna go collect your dog tags. Oh, holy frame rate. What is going on here? It's proper fucked. Wonder if I should reload the game. Quick save. Now it's good.
Stream's good, I'm watching it now.
Hey?
Your stream's good, I'm watching it now.
Oh, eh? It's a random voice from the deep. I didn't even hear you join.
Oh, I came in and said a holy holy.
Oh, did you? I didn't hear you. Sorry.
I should have done my little retard.
Yeah, you should have hit your, there it is.
Hey, kid. Would you like some drugs? The first one is free.
What are you up to at the moment?
Check out my van?
I'm helping Sarah in a quest to get into her pants.
Oh yeah, the one where she wanted to go find her lost crew?
Yeah, that's it.
Say yes to your life. I say yes to Rosie.
Killing giant sunflowers at the moment, apparently.
Roller rink in front of my screen at the moment.
Oh, I say yes to roller skating.
Yeah,
this one's a badass. That one just fucked me up. Now it's running. Don't run. I got a new feature that needs to be tested on the stream. If you go exclamation point TTS for text to speech, and then whatever you type after it, it should play. I just want to check that it does. Now you got to write a message after, and then it'll read it out. So you go like TTS space and then your message. No? That didn't work.
Hello world.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Actually, that read that as Linus. That's not what I wanted it to do, but okay.
Alright, I've got the echo going on and I didn't hear it on your stream when I
It did work.
it.
It did work.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Have a look here for a second. Settings. Voice aliases. Oh, it's on random voice. Oh, that's why. Okay. How do we use there is no default voice. Maybe the announcer? Let's try that.
This is a test message.
Use that one.
Fuck, how did I get like 5 different tabs
There we
open without possibly updated? Okay, cool.
My frame rate just went to utter crap before. I have no idea why. Like, lagging the stream out bad.
Was it, sorry?
Oh, something happened. I loaded. I came out of a room onto here, and the whole stream went to shit. I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah, alright.
What am I looking for here? I thought I was looking for dog tags. I've got to get 10 of them. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What's the 10th one? Oh, that motherfucker over there's got it. Maybe I should kill his mate first. Oh shit, they are coming up here.
That doesn't look like a sunflower you're fighting anymore.
No. I got what I came for. I got the dog tag. The other one go there. Okay. The fuck? What is... Okay. What are you doing? You're not gaming tonight? Oh, you are? Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was just watching some of the boys before I watched Gen V.
Oh yeah, I saw Gen V on Amazon the other night. Like, I saw it in the list to watch.
Advertised? Yeah.
Yeah. Is it only just come out?
It's only just come out, yeah, so it's only had one episode released, I think, Wednesday.
Yeah, nice. Okay. I didn't even know it was coming, so I need to...
Me neither. I knew it was coming maybe a week ago.
Yeah, right. Finished Ahsoka earlier this evening.
Oh, that was the series finale?
Yeah.
Or the season finale?
Yep. It's all out now, all 8 episodes.
Yeah, nice. Still chugging along on the, what do you call it, Clone Wars series.
Oh, yeah. It's a good watch. I enjoyed Clone Wars.
It's good, I'm just only 10 episodes in or so. There's plenty of them to fucking do.
No, there's so many. There's like 120 or 130 episodes.
See, that doesn't sound like a lot when I come from the anime. Like, I was watching Naruto last year and that has like 600 episodes.
Jesus. I ain't got time for 600 episodes of anything.
No, man, you just put it on in the background as white noise.
Yeah, that's fair.
Home. You can't make me leave.
We can't leave her here. It's not safe.
Yeah, we've
She
got to
has
take
to
this
come
kid.
back with
I
us
keep
to
picking up
Jensen.
orphans in fucking video games. Why? Why do I pick up the
Can you
orphans?
talk to her? How can you expect
Oops.
someone who's been
I
brought up
just
in
pissed
this
off
environment to
fucking
be able to
Sarah.
make rational decisions? For God's sake, she's just a kid. Look, you've never steered me wrong before. If you truly believe she can make her own decisions, I'll back off.
I can hear you talking about me, and I don't care what either of you say. I'm not going anywhere.
Look, I'm clearly out of my element here and not in the right state of mind. Could you just talk to her, please?
Why won't Sarah listen to me? Mom told me 1,000 times that it wasn't Sarah's fault that that I'm stuck here. That still doesn't mean I should leave the only home I ever had, does it? Mom told me there were really bad people out there. Worse than the ones I've already seen. But leaving Mom and Dad behind, it's really hard. Even though they're dead, I don't want to abandon them.
Your parents would want you to live your best life.
I suppose you're right. Mom and Dad always promised that I'd leave here someday. I'm sorry I yelled at everybody. I know you and Sarah are just trying to help. I'm going to go get my stuff and then I'll board your ship. Don't worry, I'll stay out of the way until we get, well, wherever we're going.
Why can't I talk to Sarah? Stand up and talk to me, woman.
That poor girl. I hope we've made the right decision.
Yes, she can't stay here.
Oh, I do hope that's true. We're ripping Sona from the only home she's ever known and casting her back into society. It's going to be difficult for her to adjust to the changes.
I added
Wherever
a new
she ends
feature
up, just
to my bot.
promise me we'll check on her from time to time.
So what it does
Please.
is it announces that I'm live on Discord and it waits like 7 minutes into the stream, so it gives me time to play the opening song and get organised and start streaming. Have a look at the picture on Steam General of what it posted as the very first one. It's just a random screenshot taken at 7 minutes, and then it just posts whatever it's happening on screen. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
What did Sarah just ask me? I'll promise her.
Thank you.
Whatever.
Look, before we leave Cassiopeia behind, I wanted to say one more thing to you. Perhaps at the overlook we passed on the way here?
Oh,
I promise it won't take long.
Sarah's going to propose to me. Maybe. She wants to go and have a chat on the outlook that we passed on the way here.
It's tough to...
I reckon she wants me. She's going to tell me she wants me. Last time she friend-zoned me. I think she's ready, even though she just disliked it, what I did to her. Alright, let's go.
I found an image the other day of some dude like drop kicking a crocodile, this big flat back black dude.
Oh yeah.
And I sent it off to Goldie, and then today I found a whole bunch full of fucking people have found that image and just photoshopped him kicking random animals.
Oh yeah.
And I've got like 10 different fucking animals to send Goldie over the next couple of days.
Nice.
This black guy drop kicking them.
Nice.
The next one is a bear.
Come on, Sarah. Propose to me in the rain on this planet where we just found an orphan kid we're adopting. Talk to me.
Look, before we head back to the ship, I wanted to tell you how much of an amazing gift this has been. You had to push me to come out here, and if I hadn't have listened to you, the universe would probably have
He's
never
acting
known
crazy.
about that little girl.
I'd do anything for you, Sarah.
And I intend
she
to
liked
repay
it.
you for that.
She's gonna repay me.
If it takes the rest of my life.
Oh yeah.
You know, this is the
wow,
second time
wow.
I've been on this world. And until this very moment, I never stopped to reflect at just how magnificent it
Oh my
was.
god, she's stopping to smell the
Look at this
roses.
place.
She loves me. It's
This
amazing.
is the reason I'm out here, exploring the stars. Worlds upon worlds, just waiting to have their beauty discovered. Shedding this burden of my past has finally allowed me to open my eyes, wider than they've ever been opened before. And it's all because of you.
I can flirt. I'm hoping there's much more than simple gratitude tucked away in that statement.
Perhaps.
Yeah, lady.
I suppose we'll both have to think about that for a while.
Oh, she's telling me to think about it again.
Well, I suppose it's time to bid goodbye to Cassiopeia once again. This time, under much happier circumstances. Now, let's head back to Jemison. I want to give those gene tags you gathered to Admiral Logan and figure out what we're going to do with Sonar.
Alright. Going back to New Atlantis.
Captain on deck.
Did you say you played through Cyberpunk yet?
No, I haven't.
I think that's one you'd probably get a kick out of.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to play through it. I just don't know if I'll do it, yeah, soon or not. It'll probably be my next game, actually.
I put 100 hours into it the first time, and once I'm finished with Starfield, I think I'm going to go play Cyberpunk through again.
Oh, you're not going to just go straight into Phantom?
No, they recommend that you do a new playthrough.
Okay.
I also, Assassin's Creed Mirage came out like half an hour ago. Came out like half an hour ago, yeah.
Okay.
All the embargo on it came out, so I think there's streamers playing it now. I think it comes out on the 5th, so probably Friday for us.
Scan complete. You are cleared to...
I picked up something you might be interested in. Did you want to talk for a bit? Fishing for a handout, eh? We'll talk again.
Thanks, Sarah. Thanks for the sap. Where are we supposed to be going? We're supposed to be going to the lodge, no? Speak to Admiral Logan.
Sergeant Yumi was looking for you.
One game you
Sounds
should
like he's
play
got
before it gets too much further on the line is Elden Ring. It's not one that you have to sink a lot of time into, but it's a big RPG that you could fucking definitely sink like a 50-hour playthrough into.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if it's my thing. Plus, there's Alan Wake 2 out soon as well, so I've got a list of AAA games I want to play at the moment.
To prevent more attacks.
But yeah, I take your meaning on. I know Elden Ring's very highly regarded.
Oh man, it's good, but if it's not your thing, I guess it's not your thing. Like if you didn't do Dark Souls and stuff, I didn't do Dark Souls either, but I really enjoyed Elden Ring.
Marooned there, a child born from two of the crew
Rose
that
talking through a
survived
pane
the
of
crash.
glass.
After her parents died, that poor girl spent years surviving on that hostile world, alone. We abandoned her, Admiral. We let her down.
I'm sorry. I had no idea. How could we have possibly known? Sona. Is that her name? She must be a remarkable young woman.
She's extraordinary, Admiral. And I'm afraid the United Colonies let her down.
You're absolutely right, Sarah. We did let her down. One thing that I can assure you is that the names of these men and women will never be forgotten. I'll see to it personally.
Thank you, Admiral.
Good luck to both of you. It's been an honor.
Once we're done here, we should have a little talk with Sona. Poor thing's waiting for us
Game
at the
feels a lot
lodge.
smoother since I fucking updated it to 60 Hz.
Oh, yes. Yes, I can imagine.
Yeah.
What sort of frame rate are you getting on Skyrim?
Oblivion. Skyrim, yeah, fucking 120 or something last I checked.
Nice.
Like, something ridiculous, and I think that was just its upper limit.
And you got it maxed out,
Like-
I hope. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all maxed out. But it is an old game.
Yeah, it is, but that's like the enhanced edition or whatnot, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't think it's ever gonna, like, I think that 120 is like a sync cap or something like that with it.
It's probably the... Oh, your TV wouldn't have any sort of G-Sync or anything. Yeah, okay.
No, it's not G-Sync.
I feel like back in the day, the creation engine, the FPS was linked to physics and stuff. So it's probably if you push over 120, it probably no worky. I'm only guessing.
Oh, okay.
But it used to be, I remember when like
much as I'm eager to
Fallout
explore the
3
universe,
first hit PC, physics was linked to 30 frames a second. So if you were running the game at a higher frame rate, it
yeah, that's
out
what I
the
think
physics.
is the deal with this one.
I guess we need to talk. There you are. I was wondering when he'd come and say hi to me.
Hello, Sona. I see you found your way to the lodge without any trouble.
Yeah, it was kind of hard though. All these people around. Never seen so many people in my entire life. I think I like it. I don't know yet, but it's all really new to me.
You'll fit in just fine. You're one of the smartest people I've ever met. So, what do you think? Do you like it here, Sona?
At the lodge? Yeah, this place is huge. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. You must be like a bazillionaire, Sarah.
Oh, don't I wish? This place isn't mine alone. It belongs to everyone who's a part of Constellation. And I think it should belong to you too, Sona. I want you to stay here and make this your home.
Whoa. Does that mean I get to go exploring with both of you? Or wait, do I get my own ship?
Exactly. And don't worry. At the rate you're growing, it won't be long until you're grav-jumping to unexplored star systems on your own ship.
I understand. Oh, and don't worry, I learn real fast, so you better get ready to have another member of Constellation signing on for missions.
I can't wait.
Well, anyway, thanks for letting me stay here. I promise I won't let either of you down.
I'm sure that you won't. Well, I think we should let Sona get settled. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to visit the Colony War Memorial now. I want to,
Oh man, Sarah's got me running all the errands, and she's still cock-blocking me.
So you found a commander, or you haven't found the commander yet, just a pair of dog tags?
We found there was a kid. So
that's the orphan you're talking about.
Yeah, there was a kid, Sona. So she was the daughter of two of the crew from Sarah's ship. Okay. So we brought Sarah back, and she's going to stay at the lodge. So she's joining Constellation. And now that Sarah's like attached to her, joke's on her. I only bring Sarah back for visitation. She's my captive, and she lives with me in my dream home on a totally different planet, totally different solar system. So we've taken the orphan kid and just dropped her off at Constellation. Now I've got to go to the War Memorial with Sarah. Where is the War Memorial? Where is the War Memorial? What the frig? Come on, Sarah, we're here.
Look at this. All these people. Their entire lives distilled down to names on a memorial. I wonder how close I came to being reduced to just a name. I am proud. I was simply too foolish to realize it until you changed my perspective.
No, I'm flirting again at a War Memorial with her. Jesus.
There's obviously some kind of a connection.
I've got the best choice.
I think we need to discuss.
Where was the last one? You were flirting with her in a bad situation too.
And then we can head over to the waterfall.
Oh.
So we can talk in private.
She wants to talk in private at the waterfall. She gets horny when she visits war memorials. Should I hang my head too? Is the game rigged out? Or am I locked in a conversation with her?
Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
To the waterfall. Let's go. Maybe this is where she's going to tell me that she loves me. I'm starting to get sick of dragging her around.
aren't funny. Stop it.
Oh my god, I feel the exact same way. It's even worse if the joke's a pun.
Is this where I'm meant to go? Yes. Holy shit, I have not been up here.
The waterfall?
Yeah. I have not been here.
It's on your, whatever, constitution or constellation?
No, oh yeah, it's on New Atlantis. The planet where the lodge is.
Yeah.
It's like there's a whole underground section of New Atlantis. You've probably seen me down there, the well. I go down there and buy and sell stuff. I was talking to Jace at work the other day. He's like as many hours in as me, like 60 hours or something, 100 hours, and he's only just realised that area existed. Because he's been playing it completely differently to me. Yeah.
There's nowhere else like it in the galaxy. I hadn't thought of it that way. But you're absolutely right. I usually come up here to mull over some of the heated debates we have at Constellation. You'd be surprised how many decisions I've made on this very spot. That's actually why I asked you to meet me up here. I was hoping we could talk about something.
She wants to talk about something very important. Is it Snoo Snoo?
Snoo Snoo.
Snoo Snoo, yeah. You can tell me whatever's on your mind, Sarah.
Because I have a lot to say.
She's got a lot to say.
It's about my return to Cassiopeia. What we learned about Sonar has been constantly replaying in my mind. Maybe it sounds crazy, but that young girl's isolation feels like a reflection of my own life. Maybe. But for how long? I've spent my life surrounded by all sorts of people. Constellation, the Navigator Corps. Hell, even the UC military. Despite that, no matter how hard I've tried to make them a part of my life, they tend to drift away and disappear. I suppose. Well, if that's true, this challenge is wearing me down. Right now? Are you talking about Constellation? Or what exactly are you saying?
Oh man, she's making me so awkward. Romance. I'm saying I love you, Sarah, now and forever. Oh, Jesus.
Sorry,
She's made no face.
I just need a moment to gather my thoughts. I know you want to have a serious relationship.
Well, she's going to friend zone me again.
So, if you're willing to take that...
Oh, she's ready, finally.
Like me, then I'm ready to do the same.
Right. Friendship.
I can't imagine being in love with anyone else.
Oh, gosh.
So, if you're willing to make the leap, I'm ready to do the same. You're something truly special. You know that? You've helped me conquer my self-doubt, my confidence, hell, everything. For the first time in my life, I feel complete. And with you by my side, I'm convinced that feeling will last forever. You're the best thing that's happened to me in my life. I love you. Always. When there's something I'd like to discuss.
It's got 10,000 credits.
I received a message from my mother a few days ago.
I'm marrying her.
She's returned.
I've married her, but
her
she's just confessed her love for
cruises.
me. So that's a thing now. Oh, she wants me to meet her mother.
Oh, that's right. I haven't really
She
spoken
hasn't
about
even
her
mentioned
to you,
her
have
mother.
I? My mother lives in a fairly remote location, so
She wasn't
we rarely
ready.
speak.
Now
Tends
she's
to
ready.
keep her out of
Yep.
my mind.
She's like, I love you. You need to meet my mum.
Yes, exactly. Everything's puppies and ice cream when you're young. Then before you know it, you've grown up to find your parents in control of your life. Oh, I'm certain they felt they were doing the right thing. You see, both of my parents were diplomats working under the flag of the UC Administrative Division. After I completed my basic education, they signed me up for a one-year apprenticeship in their department, without bothering to ask. It's the governmental arm of the United Colonies. You know, the politicians, the diplomats, the ambassadors. Imagine having to spend most of your career hovering behind a desk. Oh, I can't even fathom anything more boring. Wanted isn't the right word. Demanded would be more appropriate. For my apprenticeship, I was sent to Sidonia. My job consisted of drafting political policies and arbitrating trade disputes. The silver lining of the job was that it allowed me to spend time exploring every square inch of Mars. I was swallowed by it. Months before the apprenticeship ended, I dumped my diplomatic certification and joined the UC Navy. Of course, my parents didn't approve. We had a huge argument that resulted in all ties being severed between us. Well, that wasn't
Oh man,
the worst of
she's now unloading all
You
the dirty
see,
laundry about her parents.
My father was killed during the opening shots of the colony.
Take it back. I want to choose the
I
friendship
returned
option.
to Jemison for the funeral and reunited with my mother. After that, we vowed to stay in touch. Aren't you sweet? Always concerned with how I'm feeling. That's why I fell in love with you. Your smile, your caring. It brightens even my darkest days. Listen, I'm going to be completely upfront with you. All this talk of family, it makes me wonder where our own relationship stands.
Commitment options now. I'd like to spend our future together forever.
You mean that? You'd do that? For me? I've been dreaming about this moment and still...
Oh gosh, I think I
don't
just
know what to
proposed.
say.
Oh, I did actually propose. How about yes? Say yes.
Yes! Yes! Of course. Yes.
Shit, just move
I
real
just
quick.
need a little time to think about the ceremony. I have some thoughts.
Yeah, I
about
don't
how we
remember
should
there
move
being any
forward.
smoothing options
You
in
know,
any of the
No,
older
no.
like relationships.
But we just, in the same conversation span, we've gone from like agreeing to have a romantic relationship to her unloading everything about her parents to me proposing. We're literally engaged now. I think I have a mission. No. Do I have a mission? Shit, dare I talk to her again?
A lot on your mind?
Flirt, can I tell you something? Oh god.
You can tell me anything.
Oh man.
I can't believe how perfectly we were made for each other.
Okay.
Don't stay away too long.
Alright, let's go then. Jesus. What mission's next? Speak to Deputy McIntyre. Let's get back on the UC. Let's go be space cops again.
So that was the name of your stream, Space Cop.
Yeah, because I'm in the UC Vanguard. This was supposed to be a Space Cops stream, and instead I'm smooging up to Sarah. I'm not taking that elevator, I'm just jumping off the ledge. Boost pack for the win.
So, what's new with you today?
My frame rate's doing some trashy things tonight.
Yes, what?
Wait. That's where I'm meant to go.
Hello.
Hello.
These orders can't be. Like, you know who this is, correct? Yes. Yes, sir. Consider it done. That must make you our new envoy. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second-in-command. And you're someone I've already heard plenty about. One of the few survivors of the SysDef debacle and defender of New Atlantis. Not sure if I should duck for cover around you or shake your hand, but you have my thanks for what you did for the city regardless. I was also told the President wants us to get you into the Armistice archives ASAP. So, we've got no time to waste. You know what the archives are, correct? Someone paid attention in current events. So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done. Very funny. This is going to be hard enough already. Both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate. And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative. But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varun?
Let's star with Freestar Collective.
The good Ambassador Ratcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable.
If Sam is any example of how stubborn the Freestar people can be, then I can imagine how difficult it must be dealing with this ambassador.
Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her. Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support. And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
What am I vaping?
Yeah.
I think it's Tiger's Blood. It's like an ice Vovo.
Oh, yeah. I think I've tried that one out a while ago. I got the Sublime version too, I think it is. It's
Good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure.
Sounds alright.
We just need to find the squeeze.
Refreshing.
In fact, I'm on the last of this. I need to get back to Admiral V tomorrow, and then I'll have to do an order.
Living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage. But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
And the lighter ones in summer.
Oh, yep.
If you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen.
But saying that, I just had the fucking most vanilla
there's a
custard, and
disgruntled
that's
staff
delicious.
member you might be able to pump for
Sounds
intel.
alright too.
Maybe even
You haven't
convinced
done
to
the
work
custard
with
one?
you.
No.
It's a nice one.
Recently, I've had the roasted strawberry. It's really nice.
Yeah. I found it gunked up my coil something chronic. I was just using the old one, that blue stick you gave me.
Long.
Oh, yeah.
He's younger than Ratcliffe, bears less of a grudge towards the UC. He works closely with the ambassador, making him a promising source for information on the ins and outs of embassy life, and someone
It's probably
who
a
very
lot better with
likely
the rebuildable,
hates her
the drip
guts.
tip, because I knew the.
Did you say you bought a new mod?
Yeah.
You
I
bought
got
the version
Pulse
3.
3. Yeah.
Right. Isn't the Pulse 3 the name of the... No, I got Pulse 2 is the actual, like, top part.
Box mod.
But you bought the actual mod as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Where'd you get that from? Vaporize or somewhere else?
Vapor? No.
Okay.
Just a shop called Vapor.
Yeah.
Yes, many. Don't steal anything. Don't get
got
caught
the,
anywhere you're not
my
supposed to.
Pulse
Absolutely
one broke.
do not harm anyone.
The top bit.
If something goes
so I bought
wrong,
one called
we'll do
the
our best
Wraith.
to smooth things
And
over.
it's really
but
easy
I
to
can't
build
make any
on. Like all you've got to do, it's got 2 Phillips head screws that you just use to
All right.
like loosen the clamps on the
diplomatic ID.
positive and negative
I'll give
terminals.
them a heads up. You're on your way.
Slot your
Not likely to let you through
coils
the door
in and then
otherwise.
tighten those back up, and it just reseats it.
Yeah, nice.
It's a pretty nifty looking thing. Easy to fucking wick, so easy.
Ambassador Balmore's a challenge. When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here. He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval. Well, these days, they're primarily considered a security threat. House Varun Zealots, a fundamentalist outshoot of the group that stayed behind when the rest retreated into seclusion, want nothing more than to send everyone not dedicated to their cause to the Great Serpent in the Sky. But that hasn't always been the case. After they ended the Serpent's Crusade about 70 years back, House Varun did take a real run at trying to normalize relations with the rest of the galaxy. It's why they have an embassy here in the first place, why they were included in the armistice negotiations. But then, without warning, they left, leaving behind, to our knowledge, just the ambassador and his duty under the armistice.
Well said. There's no reason to assume they're any worse than us, despite their cultural beliefs.
Of course, but there is another wrinkle. We're not 100% sure Balmore's actually still alive. His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting. Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice. Then you search the embassy for his biometric key, collect your code piece, and we'll go about notifying his next of kin, if we can ever find them. But let's hope it doesn't come to that. The Varun delegation brought more than a few of their native flora with them when they set up in the embassy. It seems those plants have been allowed to flourish, making it hard for us to verify what's flora and what's ambassador. The embassy is still legally House Varun's sovereign territory, so we're not technically permitted inside. We've snuck in the occasional spy, of course, but the ambassador has proven more evasive than you'd expect for a man of his age. But we're quite sure he hasn't left the city. The man stands out. It would at least be a speedier negotiation, but I, of course, hope the ambassador is alive and well. Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there. Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there, Captain.
Okay. Let's go then.
Pardon.
Where am I actually going?
Yes? You needed something?
Sorry, but I need sign-off from the Interstellar...
Maybe we should stop for a moment at the memorial. You know, to pay our respects.
Oh my god, Sarah, no. She wants to stop at the memorial to pay her respects again.
It's been 2 decades since we were at war with the Collective.
Are you close to the memorial?
Yeah, we ran past it. We ran past it. She's
Yeah,
not
okay.
just hassling me. But no, we're on a mission. I'm never going to get this game finished if I stop every time Sarah wants to smell the roses.
I'm going to be upfront with you. I'm not happy visiting anything related to the Freestar Collective. But you lead, and I'll follow.
Lucy never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long. Of course.
This chick 1000% is going to send me on some sort of a mission, isn't she?
Official business?
Oh, before I can help you, you're going to have to do these 5 things for me.
Appointment?
You seem like a lady who wants to stop more terramorph attacks. Well, have I got a deal for you?
What are you? You're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right. Oh, stop. You're embarrassing yourself. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go. You're really gonna push this? All right, I will give you one chance. One to convince me. Understood. I'm listening. You know that for sure? That is interesting. Preventing more deaths is precisely what I'm trying to do by keeping the archives sealed. I think we can work something out. Well, Captain, you make some good points. But if I'm really granting you access, I'm gonna need the following concessions. Your access will be limited. You can only take out the items related to stopping these terramorphs. The monitors will make sure of it. You go in once. You get everything you need on your trip, and never again. And all research done with the data will be monitored. If this data is being used to save the galaxy needs to be involved in the oversight. Freestar scientists will watch your people like hawks. So, do we have an agreement? Excellent. Follow me.
What's up? You falling in love with the wall or something?
They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. Here, I'll reach out to Deputy McIntyre. We'll coordinate the necessary oversights. Two unlikely allies, I guess.
That part was easy. Alright. Now for House Varun.
You're good. Proceed inside.
This looks like it's going to be a shooting mission. Please let this be a shooting mission. Need to shoot some things.
This isn't what I expected at all. It appears the flora they were using as decor has overgrown the entire embassy.
Alright, this is some weird shit. What is going on in here?
I've never seen a tree like this before in my entire life. It'd actually be more fascinating if it's gone to a ground blocking our way. My friend is
Jesus, fuck, that scared the shit out of me.
Set aside anything useful and just leave the rest.
How the fuck do I get in here? Oh fuck me, I'm out of digipix. I really need to buy digipix.
It's like when I ran out of bitcs.
Yeah, it's annoying. Why did she just shoot that thing? Sarah. Digipix is just so damn hard to find too.
Can't buy them from a fence?
Hey?
You can't buy them from a fence?
No. Oh yeah, I can. I need to start buying them more. Jesus. It'd be great if Sarah could stop just throwing fucking grenades at my ankles while I'm fighting. That'd be... What is that thing? I want it for my house. Give me that fish tank. Lamp planter. Thank you.
Have anything valuable?
Sarah keeps giving me shit because I'm looting junk the whole time. This isn't a time to be collecting junk. Betcha half the story's paywall, like locked behind these terminals that I don't have digipix for. So I don't really know what actually happened here. Okay, what's going on down here?
Haven't been keeping up with much of that Trump in prison or jail or fucking
No.
what you call it.
There was footage of him yesterday with his the first footage of him actually in prison.
Yeah. I saw the fucking, what was it? Ah, god damn it, I forgot.
Oh, yes, I know what you're going to say.
He posted on the Jesus sketch.
Oh, I didn't say a Jesus sketch.
There was a picture that one of his like supporters drew for him. That was him sitting in court with Jesus by his side.
Oh gosh.
And and then he shared it on his whatever social media he's allowed to use these days.
Yes.
All of our moments together could last forever.
So I just stole credits that I probably shouldn't have. Yeah, I saw a thing that he got the ass he's had a gag order put on his social media because he was giving crap to like other judges or something like that. And if he breaks
think he was allowed to be on Twitter anymore, but then I suppose Musk came and
Musk let him back on. Wait, where did the guy go that I was supposed to be talking to here? Yeah, anyway, if he breaks this like social media like talking shit order, he gets 30 days in prison.
Not the
he can't do that.
Introduction.
Well, with any luck, that's where he's heading anyway.
Grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge and then silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly? Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door, hmm? And the broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the UC requires information then. On terror morphs, presumably, hmm? Do I see this all clearly?
God damn it, this game looks so much better with 60 frames instead of 30.
Yeah.
I'm sure all games will.
Yeah, they will.
The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of
from a while
slaughter.
ago. Did you end up finishing
Founded this embassy
Valhalla?
I did not.
hopes of
No, I
shedding
got about a
that
third of the way
legacy.
through it and gave up.
With little success.
There's just
In
too much
exchange
of it.
for my code, I require this.
I think this next one I'm just going to like
be the
blast the
one who
main
ensures
story
it is
and not
used for
stop at every little camp I see around
Ensure
the
House
place.
Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Oh, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them.
As the chair of Constellation, I take personal responsibility in vouching for this man's integrity. He'll keep his word.
Thanks,
Well
Sarah. She's standing
I
behind a
shall
door
not
frame
fear.
like a creep.
Please, follow me.
This guy doesn't discover I just knocked off his bedroom.
Let's hope it still works.
Oh my god, I'm not reading all of this.
And there. Let it be used for good.
Why are you bothering to carry all that junk?
It's not junk, Sarah, it's loot.
Treasure.
My precious. I don't care. Oh, I've got so much stuff. It's crazy.
It's just because you're able to send it back to the ship.
Yeah, no, not the ship. Didn't I tell you? No, maybe you haven't been on. I got
No,
a.
you said that you had the mod that you could just transfer the inventory, but I thought you just had. It's not like 76 then, where you had like 400 allowed units or whatever.
No, no. I've got a unlimited storage container, which I'm promptly moving. I can access it from anywhere in the universe, and I'm just moving stuff to it for shits and giggles. Like instead of, because before I was inventory managing, right, and I was selling stuff that I didn't need, and you had to inventory manage. Now I don't. Now I just pick it up and I move it. Yeah, at some point I'll go through and I'll sell all my guns and spacesuits I've been picking up, and I'll make bank. But the beauty of it is it's linked to my crafting as well. So basically I can smash out crafting.
No, man, that's really useful.
It's a quality of life thing, right? Like, I don't want to play a
And you're not
Bethesda
stopping
game
every like hour to inventory manage,
No.
especially for the stream.
I feel like Fallout 76 had better inventory management in terms that you would collect resources with a purpose to craft the next upgrade to your armor and stuff. Where here it just feels like everything's just so plentiful, you just literally don't care, which is a problem. Where am I going to? Mast. Going to mast.
Up there, huh?
Here's the memorial. Do you want to pay your respects, Sarah Morgan? Jesus, come on then. What is this thing?
Space is a memorial to those lost if you are a citizen, and quiet is requested while on memorial grounds.
Always a pleasure. Take care of yourself.
Actually, no.
Happy to listen. We're in love. Do you even need to ask?
Oh, I can break up with her. I hate to say this, but I don't think our relationship is working out. I'm not going to do that.
Anytime you want to talk about our relationship,
I want to get married, and then as soon as I marry her, I'm going to ditch her
God knows
somewhere
you've
like
done that
an
enough times for
outpost
me.
while I go running around with Andrasia. That's the plan.
Oh, I love catching up with you. Let's do it again sometime.
Fuck is that marker? Oh, God. That's not what I'm doing. Yeah.
Keeping these guys safe out there?
Yes. What?
Yes?
Deputy McIntyre, I have the codes.
You're back sooner than... Oh, wait. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? We're all in agreement. You saved him. You Vanguard really do take that above and beyond thing seriously, don't you? Fine work. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
Fuck yeah, it's time to get access to the entire government's locked archives of shit that shouldn't be known by anybody. What could go wrong?
Here on Vanguard business?
By the Freestar Collective's ragtag fleet, both sides decided the time had come.
Captain, we've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules. Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin.
It's weird, every time I enter a elevator in this game, I assume it's going up. I don't know why. But my marker's actually below the ground, and I've been going into this elevator thinking I was going up to the top of a tower every time, but I've been going down instead.
Can I help you?
It doesn't help that the place I'm going is at the top of the list either. I would have thought that they're listed in order of floors, right? Good one, Bethesda.
Excuse me.
The name's shit.
There you are. Captain?
Hey,
Deputy
kids.
told me what went down. Impressive work.
Captain, if you'd be willing to transfer the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing what comes next.
Time for us to start getting some real answers, and figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready. Yes. It will be. Percival and I have done our damage. This is us starting to put some things right. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
Oh, I'm getting my new Atlantis citizenship. I think that means I can buy property here now.
Hi, how you doing?
Holy shit. Can I jump from here?
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies? Well, only citizens can own property in New Atlantis. We also pay a discounted rate at any United Colonies merchant. And all citizens receive an ample credit disbursement upon joining. It doesn't. We don't really care where else you might have been or might become a citizen. Once you earn your place in the United Colonies, it's yours. Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen? Good enough, I suppose. Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation. We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property. Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position. Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name. So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms? I'm sorry. I can't share any more without your word. Do I have it? Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
Oh, leveled up. 39. How much money did I just get? It's the start of a new mission. Let's go see what this is about. It's the mission Devils, you know. Shit.
Lived in New Atlantis almost my entire life, and I had no idea this place even existed. The UC certainly excels at keeping secrets.
Logging authorized entry, unsealing access. You may proceed down the corridor. But there are no additional visitors permitted. Your friend's gonna have to wait out here.
I'll be fine. You go on ahead. Back, eh? How's it going? Oh, damn. I was starting to enjoy the conversation.
Fuck am I going to see down here?
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat.
You.
President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed. But now you face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy, lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get. Which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am? No, I suppose not. I'm Francois Sanon, but most know me as Victus. I was an admiral during the Colony War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes, but the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here. A sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies. To warrant my execution. The official charges I faced after the war were twofold. The first was the destruction of civilian ships during the Battle of Cheyenne, a battle during which those civilian ships were actively attacking my fleet. The other was ordering the bombing of the Londinian spaceport to halt the spread of the Terramorph outbreak there. The city and its citizens were lost, but countless others likely saved. And for doing what was right, I was put on trial, and my life irrevocably changed. Captain, please, there are no clean hands United Colonies and beyond from additional terramorph attacks. An effort you and my progeny Hadrian have already made impressive progress on. And I'd like to help, though I am curious. Has she shared with you the nature of our little family? Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. I never did succeed in driving that out of her. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do. After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the colony war. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with. One task. That's all I require. There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlaise. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colonies' more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, he could make a deal more. When the colony war ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him, however you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know. Captain, your files indicate a track record of unlikely successes. It is my genuine hope that, perhaps down the line, you might become a part of our team. And this might be something of a tryout. Speak to Deputy McIntyre. I'm sure she'd be happy to hear that someone might be tying up this loose end at long last. Though I would ask you, do not make the mistake of confusing me for a simple cutthroat. You can certainly try, but the man's been out there 20 years. He's likely gone feral by now. Easier for all if you simply blow up his ship and be done with it. If that's what you require to sleep at night, so be it. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria, Wolf System. There's a star station in the vicinity, the Den. The head of the local vanguard, one Captain Marquez, should be able to help you find our man.
Okay.
Like fucking giants. I don't know if you've ever seen the clips, but every time, or not every time, but sometimes when they kill you, you just go flying like 500 meters.
Yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
Identity verified. You may
Alright, Sarah, we're going to a place called the Den. It sounds badass. Again, one of those places that everyone I know that's played this game, they're like, oh yeah, I go to the Den to sell all my contraband. Here I am, 65 hours in. I'm going there for the first time.
I thought you would have done that on your pirate run through.
No. The pirate was very much focused. Did you watch any of the pirate play?
Yeah, I watched some of the pirate, not a lot.
Yeah, it was all about finding that Crix's legacy.
Captain, did your meeting go well? I hope it's clear now why we needed you to agree to all the secrecy. Captain, please, keep your voice down. The situation with the prisoner is a complex one. A holdover from a different era. But it's a situation we've been managing as discreetly and humanely as we can for some time now. And the most critical part of that management is making sure no one else learns of it. Do I make myself clear? The Major doesn't have clearance for this sort of information, and she certainly doesn't need a distraction from her current, very important work. Which is why I need you to keep this to yourself. Good. Because bringing this up to the outside world would create the unfair appearance, Captain, that you're unhinged. And that's not a good look for any of us. Now, was there something in particular you needed to discuss about what we were just discussing? Dr. Reginald Orlaise? He's finally found him. Of course, killing Orlaise is completely out of the question, but bringing him to justice... He's been on the lam for years. That'd be a huge win for the UC. What's being offered in return? Really? He found the members of the research team. We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of time and manpower if he just gave us that information. Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long as you make every effort to bring the man in alive. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding your meeting? Trusting the man downstairs would be a mistake. But I don't think you need to be too concerned. This is far from the first name he's handed over, and all previous missions went off largely without a hitch. Yeah, so while I'd certainly warrant caution, I think you can proceed. The Den? It's a star station. Orbiting Wolf, the second star station actually to bear that title. The first one was blown to smithereens by House Varun during the Serpent's Crusade. The place has always acted as a remote strategic hub, primarily for repairing and refueling UC military vessels. But because of its distance from the rest of the UC, things there have always been a little more lax. Patrols included. I can think of worse places in the galaxy for a criminal to hide out. Then I'll bid you good day, Captain, and remind you of the importance of discretion.
Right.
Hey.
See if I can buy some lockpicks before I go to the Den. Actually, the Den sounds like a good place to buy lockpicks, doesn't it?
What? Oh, sorry.
You're only... I would never dream of selling some... Yes, by all means, have a look.
Show me what you got!
This guy doesn't have any anyway. And he's got no fucking ammo.
See you around.
How is my ammo situation? Oh yeah, I'm fine. Let's just go. Let's go to the den. And then I'm going to save.
Just give the word and we'll get underway.
Lifting off.
Looks peaceful from up here, doesn't it? We should have a talk when you have the time, of course.
If Sarah wants to have another talk.
I will never get tired of that.
Tend to approaching vessel. Docking approved.
Lack of love.
Sarah? There you are. What did you want to talk about?
So, I've given everything we've discussed a lot of thought, and I've decided I'd like Aja Mamasa to conduct our marriage ceremony. You're kidding, right? She was the former chair of Constellation. The one that passed the torch to me about 5 years ago? We've talked about her before. Come on, stay with me. I knew you'd understand. So, with that settled, I suppose we just keep it a quiet ceremony? Just the two of us? Honestly, no. I respect everyone at Constellation, but this is part of my personal life. If it's all the same to you, I'd like to keep my personal feelings about us separate from Constellation. Oh, that's sweet of you to suggest, but I think bringing Sona all the way to Aja's home would be too much anxiety for the poor girl. We need to give her some time. If anyone else had suggested that, I'd say no. But hearing it from you, I know in my heart that it's the right thing to do. I'll send her an invite and we'll see if she shows. Anyone else? Or will the three of us with Aja presiding be enough? Yeah, I was worried about that as well. I don't want a potential confrontation to ruin our special day. I'll make peace with her some other time. Okay, so just the two of us then, with Aja presiding? All right, it's settled then. I'll send a message to Aja asking for her to preside over the ceremony. As soon as you're ready, let's head to Paradiso.
Paradiso is the other big ticket place I haven't been to.
To me.
That's where I'm going to have my wedding.
I love you.
So I guess I'll get to go there soon too.
What's it called? Paradisus?
Paradiso, yeah.
Oh, okay.
The UC did a hell of a job piecing the station back together after the Serpent's Crusade rolled through.
Alright.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but
Well, this station's seen better days. I wonder if the UC will ever fully restore it to its former glory.
Okay, I'm at the den. I'm gonna leave it right here. Quick save and quit to desktop. Alright, I'm still here, Dane, but I'm just gonna end stream. That's enough Starfield. That's 3 hours 10 for the night, so I'll pick it up again hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah, I think the end of mine's going to be about 2 hours, 2.5.
Are you gonna play for another 2.5 hours?
No.
Oh.
As in, I've probably got like an hour or half an hour left of this quest.
Oh, yeah. I've sort of finished. I started a new quest because I wanted to see the beginning. Okay, thanks for watching.
Start. You are now listening to Bromad. Player 1 has entered the game. I'm Swaglord, your personal assistant. Please press start to begin. Mod your friends to like dubstep. Mod your friends to come to praise. Mod your friends to come to kick on. System failure. Mod your friends to buy you food. Mod your friends to buy you clothes. Mod your friends to come to the beach. Add modifications to mod your friends.